Mike Pence decided to visit his buddy in the media the night after the VP debate. Guess who it is?
And we are thrilled to have with us Governor Pence. Mike Pence, Indiana governor, running for vice president, fresh off the debate last night. Governor, I have to commend you. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you kept your composure last night. That was some of the rudest, beneath us. I've been telling the audience all day, I thought the whole thing was beneath the dignity of the American people, and you handled it magnificently. And how did you do it? You had to just be, I don't know, burning, frustrating at certain points, wanting to just pop out of that, but you didn't. It was well done.
Well, first, Rush, coming from you, that's I'm very humbled by that. Thank you very much. I just truly do believe that this is a movement of the American people, and it's a movement that speaks to the ideals that really have characterized your voice and your career throughout your many years in radio.
You truly are one of the most gracious and magnanimous. I mean, for you to say what you just said, you are truly one of the, and not about me, I'm talking about the moderator and other things that happened last night. You are truly one of the most magnanimous and gracious men that we have in American politics today.
Promptly after the interview, they broke out the hot baby oil and gave each other a reach around. Okay, you heard it. Mike Pence said it. This campaign, this ticket, Trump and Pence, it's all about bringing Rush Limbaugh's, quote, ideals to the American public and implementing that philosophy. He's praising Rush Limbaugh's ideals. What are those ideals? What do you want to bring to America? Mike, what's going on here, man? Let's lay that out a little bit. Well, first and foremost, Rush Limbaugh during the Bush administration made a point of defending torture endlessly. Basically making the argument, look, when we do it, it's good because we're us. When anybody else does it, it's bad because they're them. So international law doesn't apply to us, so fuck off. So yeah, let's torture. Well, that's great. And come to find out, we learned that people at Guantanamo, how did they get there? Well, the U.S. government cut deals with warlords in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and they just shipped us whoever the fuck they wanted to ship us. Turns out warlords aren't that trustworthy. They weren't jihadists. They weren't in Al-Qaeda. And we tortured these poor people anyway. You know, maybe this is why you have due process. Maybe this is why you ban something like torture. No, Rush was out there defending it nonstop, saying people who aren't okay with it, they hate America. He's also against gay marriage, needless to say, goes hand in hand with Pence and how vehemently anti-gay he is. Pence, in fact, was most known for the bill in Indiana, which made it so that you can legally discriminate against anybody you want if you say, look, it's my religion. It's a giant loophole. Okay, fuck, I don't like gays. I'm not going to serve you. I don't like blacks. Hey, the Bible says interracial marriage is wrong. Maybe I'm not going to marry white people and black people. All legal in Mike Pence's Pennsylvania. In Mike Pence's Indiana. I think the alliteration made me say Pennsylvania. Pence's Pennsylvania. It's Indiana. He was also... Rush Limbaugh was for the Iraq War, argued for that more than anybody else. In fact, he was for virtually every intervention. He was for NAFTA, for free trade deals, for more deregulation, cutting taxes on the rich even more, defended Bush more than anybody at all, I think, in the media. Even O'Reilly abandoned ship before Rush Limbaugh did. Hannity, I think, similar. Well, no, maybe Rush and Hannity are tied in how much they defended George W. Bush. And, of course, my famous fact about Rush Limbaugh, or the famous fact about Rush Limbaugh, he wants to lock up drug addicts even though he is one. He famously said, if somebody does drugs, don't pass go right to jail, lock them up, throw away the key. And then later on, everybody found out he was doing up to 30 OxyContin a day, and fucking, he was trying to get his cleaning lady or something to get it for him. Unbelievable hypocrite. He wants to cut Social Security and Medicare. And actually on that, it's even crazier. He's such a fucking partisan hack that in the Republican primary, when it was Mitt Romney, they were arguing for cutting Social Security and Medicare. So Rush argued along with Mitt Romney, oh yeah, cutting it's the right way to go. Then in the general election, Romney and Ryan pretended like they never said cut it. And then Rush flipped right along with them. Nobody ever said cut it on the Republican side. Such a fucking hack. It's unbelievable. There's no consistency. There's no principles. He just flips with wherever the Republican Party goes. And obviously there's hypocrisy there, and they'll be in favor of one thing one day and not the next day. NSA is the perfect example, too. How many times did Hannity say, when it was George W. Bush and the NSA spying program, it's great, and if you're against it, you hate America. And then under Obama, all of a sudden, oh my God, this is Edward Snowden released this information that shows that they're spying on us. Good googly moogly. Well, I'm against this. This violates the Constitution. Which was it? You loved it under Bush. Now you hate it under Obama. No consistency. They're all hacks. And then, of course, Rush Limbaugh doesn't believe in climate change. Brilliant mind here. And he also doesn't believe in evolution. And this is Mike Pence's buddy. And remember, final point here, Mike Pence not only just blew Rush Limbaugh directly after doing the VP debate, going to his safe space with his favorite media figure, he also praised Rush Limbaugh on the floor of Congress. We covered the story. He did this long fawning thing. Well, my career is shaped by Rush Limbaugh. Pence was a fucking radio host before he became a politician. And he says, I modeled my career after Rush Limbaugh. He said, I was basically a copycat of Rush Limbaugh. And this is the guy who people are saying, maybe he should be the top of the ticket on the Republican side because he's, so reasonable.